Hundreds of millions of dollars are on the sidelines set for Bitcoin. It's about to be billions. Welcome to 2024, the year of the Bitcoin ETF. We are set to start off with the bang. The globalists, of course, they're preparing to deceive and control you more so you can be prepared. Stack Sats, Jamie Dimon is on absolute fire with his blatant lies. See what they do, not what they say. I've got a video to show you. Let's hit play. It's actually a pretty good ad by Van Eck, born to Bitcoin. So let's get straight into it. We saw, obviously, a crazy rush on Friday with all these ETF updates. 3 weeks after JP Morgan CEO says Bitcoin is for criminals, drug traffickers, and money launderers in front of Congress. His firm is named authorized participant for the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. Go figure, hey. Perhaps it's time to retrace that statement. We'll give this video a little bit of a refresh. What an amazing time, hey?
I've always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin, etc. You pointed out the only true use case for it is criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance, and that is a use case because it is somewhat anonymous, not fully, and because you can move money instantaneously, and because it doesn't go through, as you mentioned, all these systems that have built up over many years, know your customer, sanctions, OFAC, they can get bypass all of that. If I was the government, I'd close it down.
Okay. Didn't take him long, hey, to switch tunes. Obviously, they're in it for the money. See what they do, not what they say. Eric Bellahanis from Bloomberg. BlackRock just dropped. This is all from Friday. Obviously, Friday was an absolutely hectic, crazy day. BlackRock just dropped its updated S1, and it does name the APs Jane Street and JP Morgan, which is kind of ironic. Looks like we have our first horse at the starting gate. Check out this, 6:26 a.m. block height 823, 769. We're starting off the 1st of January 2024 with the numbers of the universe. We've got 3, 6, and 9 in there. We'll dive into that and how that was integrated into the Bitcoin blockchain from the very start. Nikola Tesla's numbers from way back in the day, and the price, we got another 96 there. 42,608. It just changed. You got to be quick, ladies and gentlemen. You're awake, you're paying attention. Bloody JP Morgan with their CEO, Jamie Dimon. A couple of weeks ago, I probably would have said this seems a tad early, but after yesterday, it looks like we're in the home stretch. What is James from Bloomberg referring to? Nate, SEC may notify issuers as soon as Tuesday or Wednesday that they have been cleared to launch the spot Bitcoin ETFs the following week. The SEC may notify issuers as soon as Tuesday or Wednesday that they've been cleared to launch the following week, said those sources. According to Reuters, who spoke on background given the confidential nature of the discussions. Javier Milei, have you seen the videos of him? I don't know if it's wife or that lady, amazing, passionate kisses on stage. Maybe a little bit too inappropriate for this this show here because we don't swear and we're all PG, of course. Now, anyway, declared he's not. So Bitcoin News, Javier Milei submits a draft bill that offers tax incentives to citizens who declare their crypto assets. Argentines who declare their assets prior to March 31, 2024 will benefit from a 5% tax rate. Holy moly. What a reason if you're looking for a new place to move. Argentina, 5%. For me in Australia here and for my wife, it's 46, 47%, closer to 50%. It's insane. And 5%, that would be absolutely amazing. A 10x on what you're taking away. Whereas those who declare by November 30, 2024 will be subject to 15%. What a chad, hey? In regards to more S1s here, Valkyrie Funds just filed another S1 for their Bitcoin ETF, and they named J Street and Cantor Fitzgerald as their APs. The floodgates are open. They are open now. Bitwise S1 has been filed, and it looks like someone, I wonder who is going to seed, be BitB, I don't really like that. It's not as good as HODL. That definitely takes the cake with $200 million of seed money, which blows away BlackRock's $10 million that we know of. It's going to be huge help in the early days of the race. No EP named, but probably forthcoming. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. They're absolutely pouring in. Invesco and Galaxy have filed an amendment S1 for their Bitcoin ETF, and they don't name Jane Street. Their APs are Virtue and JP Morgan. Yet again, isn't it the hypocrisy? It's absolutely incredible and amazing. If you are watching live with a replay, do us a favor and just smash that like button, humble the like button. It is New Year's Day over here in Australia. And Happy New Year's Eve for everyone on the other side of the world. Are you getting at it or are you getting drunk? Let us know in the comments below. You're setting yourself up for success, you're stacking sats, or are you not? So in regards to the spot Bitcoin ETF, issuers continue the parade of announcing authorized participants as Grayscale names Credit Suisse Securities, KCG Americas, and Wedbush Securities as APs. Bitcoin now. Obviously, if you've been here for a little bit, we talk about the numbers and we've still got block height 769 with 369 there. 369 being the numbers of the universe. Nikola Tesla was a huge advocate of these. Now, if we take a look at Bitcoin, the time chain, the truth chain, this was baked in from the very start. Absolutely amazing. Thanks, Fractal Energy, everything, infinity divided by 21 million. Bitcoin Genesis block, Satoshi Math 369 in the Bible. God created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, and on the seventh he rested. Satoshi mined, sorry, I'll bring it back up, my apologies. Satoshi mined the Genesis block on Jan 3 and block 1 6 days later on January 9th. 3, 6, and 9. The book of Genesis recounts, and God saw everything that he made, and behold, it was very good, and the evening and the morning were the sixth day. Wow. Isn't it amazing that Bitcoin gets deeper and deeper as you get in there? Coinbase, what an interesting company. Anyway, they are ready. I don't like Coinbase. Make sure you're not holding anything on the exchange, especially this year. Please get it onto Steel. Take your Bitcoin into self-custody. It's $11, ladies and gentlemen, on Amazon. Or you can go to Seed, or you can spend more money on a better technology, but it's a steel plate. Buy some punches. It's cheap as chips, and you're protecting your generational wealth. We'll jump into the price shortly. I know it's pretty much sideways and it hasn't pumped lately, but when it does and you try to withdraw and the fees are so bloody high or the exchange is closed down, don't be that person, please, ladies and gentlemen. You've set yourself up. You've done all the right things. You've beat the institution. Don't hand your coins over to them now. So we have extensively prepared for the ETF approval, Coinbase spokesperson said in a statement. Our systems have been designed and tested to handle added trade and volume, increased liquidity, and general increase in demand on our systems. Max Kaiser, you know, I always think, man, Max, he's full of so much hope, so much hopium. I think he just says everything a little bit earlier than when it comes out. Max has been calling everything correctly since 2013. We'll get into a video as well where JP Morgan was trading on Max Kaiser's tweets. Yes, for a fact, we'll jump into that. But anyway, Max is now saying these two are teaming up to make Larry Fink, BlackRock, and Saylor look like peanuts with a buy order of 1 million Bitcoin, $100,000 God candle. Some people are proposing an Omega candle instead of the God candle. What would you call it, ladies and gentlemen? It's all gravy. So this is basically what happened. 9 Bitcoin ETF issuers have updated their applications. This was as of Friday, which is the SEC deadline for the first wave of Bitcoin ETF approvals. So the updates that came through were BlackRock, Fidelity, Franklin Templeton, Wisdom Tree, ARK 21 Shares, Invesco, Galaxy, Valkyrie, Avanek, and Bitwise. And we can see the custodians here is Coinbase, Gemini, Coinbase, self-custody for Fidelity. Fidelity understand that there is no reason to be able to stuff around. If Fidelity, one of the largest asset managers in the world, is self-custody, and please self-custody yourself. It just makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. Valkyrie, GlobalX, Coinbase and Coinbase, Hashdex, BitGo, and Franklin Templeton, Coinbase. And obviously, JP Morgan is named as an AP in 2 of those applicants there. So the symbols, let's just take a quick look at the symbols. Why not? So we've got GBTC. It's all right. ARCB, not that great. Kathy Wood, unfortunately. IBIT, yeah, it's all right. BitB, no, I don't like it. HODL definitely takes the case there. Actually, Valkyrie, brr, that's pretty bloody good, hey, because money printer go brr. FBTC. I think USD. But FBTC, that's not a bad one from a marketing angle, I guess. Maybe like, and we don't swear on the show, but maybe they're like, fuck, we need more BTC. If Fidelity is saying, fuck, we need more BTC, don't buy FBTC, just buy BTC after saying, fuck, I need some more BTC. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, you know the drill, study Bitcoin, it's not financial advice. That's actually pretty good. So my picks are HODL, FBTC, and Brewer. Anyway, on with the show. So Bitwise already has 200 million seeding for its Bitcoin ETF. If the 13 applicants bring in an average of 500 million each in the first week, does that happen? I don't know. Maybe. It's possible. Is it probable? Not for all 13, in my opinion. We may see a couple of billion over all of them come in there. But hey, maybe that happens. That's $6.5 billion in search of 154,761 Bitcoin if the price is $42,000. Good luck with that. Let's bring up the big green button today. We are about to go back above $43,000. We've got 42,901. You know, shitcoins, fuck them all. Get rid of that mind virus at the start of the year. It's just this big, beautiful green button. All you do is you just keep smash buy, stack, and chill. It makes life super, super simple. Now, JP Morgan's obviously got really red knees after hanging out with Larry Fink. Diamond rush to the hospital after bending knee too hard. Bitcoin is a scam. It's worse than the tulip bubble. It won't end well for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a brand new asset class. We can store your Bitcoin for you. Stuff that, ladies and gentlemen. I will jump into the chat, so if you've got anything witty to say, they are coming up on screen there. Obviously, you can see that we don't swear on this channel. Not once have we said the word fuck. Why go out for a burger when you have steak at home? Paul Newman on the Bitcoin ETF. The availability of the ETFs will unlock massive amounts of capital to flow into Bitcoin. But you should buy the real thing instead. An ETF gives you price exposure only, cannot be tax loss harvested, has layers of counterparty risk. Yeah, JP Morgan, a massive counterparty risk. Can't be spent on goods and services, can't be traded on weekends or holidays, will be taxed if you decide to sell it for the real thing. And it comes with a fee attached. Is there a fee attached to buying Bitcoin and self-custodying it? Yes, you need to buy a hardware wallet. Jump over to BTC Sessions on YouTube. If you need help getting your coins off the exchange, looking after them, you can reach out to the Bitcoin Way if you need help with your security. Not sponsored at the moment. And please just read the books. Bitcoin Evangelism, you can see that it's had good use, this book. It's a bloody great book. Well worth it. Either read the books or eat the bugs. And there's some great book recommendations on Twitter at the moment as we go into the new year. Obviously, the reason Bitcoin is so important and the reason to stack is due to the globalist agenda here. So founder of the WEF, Klaus Schwab, has decided that we have to get used to total erosion of privacy. If you have nothing to hide, you shouldn't be afraid. I don't remember electing this clown. What he has to say is Interesting. And I'm not here to bring up fear. All I'm bringing this up for is to give you a reason to be able to study the hell out of Bitcoin right now, because it is hope, it is freedom, it is that bright orange future. And you want to get this right for 2024, ladies and gentlemen.
Dans ce nouveau monde, on doit accepter une transparence, et je dirais même une transparence totale. Tout va être transparent. Et il faut s'habituer, il faut se comporter ainsi. Ça devient, comment dirais-je, intégré dans votre personnalité, mais si on n'a rien à cacher, il ne faut pas avoir peur.
How interesting. If you have nothing to hide, you shouldn't be afraid. Ladies and gentlemen, they can just change what is good, what is bad. It's 1984 all over. Double speak, double think, the propaganda, the lies, the misinformation. All you need to do is prepare, stack stats, and chill. And you don't need to be afraid. But freedom, as a sovereign individual, is our God-given right. Now, sorry to bring this up, but this is just a reason to stay away from that crypto casino. Obviously, you know my thoughts on it, but Vitalik Buterin proposed a scaling solution for Ethereum, which would raise the min deposit for validators to 496 Ethereum. So that's about $1 million there. He's come out with some crazy nonsense in the last couple of days. That's their leader. Makes absolutely no sense. Bitcoin, it has no leader. It's freedom technology. Everything else is just a distortion on truth, on life, on light. It's easy. Just stay away. Like some of the stuff he's coming out with, their roadmap from the CEO, not CEO. Anyway, on to more positive news. So every 5,208, this is from Simply Bitcoin, shout out to Simply Bitcoin. Every $5,287 move from $31,168 in Bitcoin is $1 billion for Saylor and MicroStrategy. Hey, Michael Saylor is going to go down as one of the greatest investors of all time. And he's going to see days where their stack goes up billions of dollars, not just 1 billion, but billions of dollars in a day. If you're looking for some Bitcoin only clothes for friends and family, 10% off, use code G'DAY at FOMO21. Only Bitcoin male and female clothing there. Today you can see I've got the big B on the shirt and my hat is upstairs in the wash. Anyway, Saylor invented a vehicle for institutional investors to get exposure to Bitcoin. He'll always issue more stocks and take on more debt to buy more Bitcoin. It's like blackmailing the SEC into approving a Bitcoin ETF. If they don't, only he profits from the institutional appetite for Bitcoin. What a goat. So this is what I was talking about earlier in regards to JP Morgan using Max Keiser's tweets to trade Bitcoin as early as 2013.
I do know for a fact that his London traders, remember he said in his statement that he would fire anybody who trades Bitcoin in his desk. I do know for a fact that somebody developed an app for JP Morgan traders specifically back in 2013 to trade Bitcoin. And I guess that some of these engineers and code writers over here would understand this better, but I believe they made it in XLS or something like that because their actual browser was being monitored by their bosses. So they were trading Bitcoin, and there was a special exception for Max Keiser because their algorithm was trading off Bitcoin mentions on Twitter. And at that time in 2013, it wasn't a big story. Nobody really big and no media was covering it. And anytime Max would tweet about Bitcoin, the price would go berserk, and they would have to leave their trading desk at JP Morgan and go over and shut down their app that had been developed. So I know they had a sophisticated app developed that couldn't deal with Max Keiser.
It's pretty interesting, hey. So as early as 2013, JP Morgan, not Jamie Dimon, was trading a Bitcoin off Max's alpha there. In regards to the globalist agenda, people are fighting back. this lady here, I won't play the video, but it is pretty good. I'll repost at Sean Clark 911. One thing I ask, if we vibe, hit subscribe. It's super easy. It's that red button. Let's get the information out there, the Bitcoin signal. But I just want to read basically the excerpt out of it. We are millions around the world. It is you that is the small fringe minority. This is in regards to the WEF. We will bring you down and we will not tire until we have done just that. So brace yourselves. We are here and the fight is on. For us, for me, the fight against the central bankers, against the globalist leaders, just to opt out, to be able to stack Bitcoin and chill. And people around the world are starting to wake up that these unelected dictators almost are doing things that are not good for the environment and for your sovereign rights. So how it's going to play out over this year. Bitcoin, and this is Bitcoin for freedom, this is their take. Bitcoin spot ETF gets approved. Bitcoin surpasses the market cap of gold. Game theory between countries start. Every central bank starts to print. Bitcoin gets seized on exchanges and ETFs. If that happens, if number 5 happens, if you've got it in self-storage, self-custody, you're all good. Self-custody becomes illegal. Don't worry about that. Just do that. Go boating, potentially. CBDCs are backed by Bitcoin, get introduced. I'm just playing in regards to the boating, yeah? Plebs move to countries that allow cold storage. Woke people lose trust in the CBDCs. Bitcoin becomes a global money. Does this happen in 2024? No. Do some of these things happen in 24? Absolutely possible. Act accordingly. Get it into self-storage, ladies and gentlemen. This is pretty cool, hey? Fidelity Spot Bitcoin ETF will have a 0.39% fee. Invesco and Galaxy are waiving their fee for the first 6 months. So just the start of the Bitcoin ETF fee war between the world's largest asset managers. It's absolutely insane. One more thing on JP Morgan. I'll jump into your questions, to your comments there. JP Morgan CEO of CEO's Bitcoin bashing is do as I say, not as I do situation. Jamie Dimon Bank agreed to play a key role for BlackRock proposed Bitcoin ETF. Just weeks after he told US senators, I've always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin, etc. Obviously, he's jumping in there for the money, but he could have said no. If he was so opposed to it morally, he could have said no, take your business elsewhere, Larry. But we see he hurt his knees and he had to get rushed off to hospital. I've always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin, etc. He said during a US Senate hearing this month, the only true case for it is criminals, he added. If I was the government, I'd close it down 2 weeks later. On Friday, it was revealed the bank will play a key role for BlackRock's proposed Bitcoin ETF. JP Morgan will be one of the APs for the ETF if approved, or when it is. It's just a matter of when and not if, which involves ensuring that ETF prices are accurate and the trading is smooth in all market conditions according to BlackRock. In the multi-trillion-dollar EFT industry, few jobs are more important than the one JP Morgan will play for BlackRock's product. It's interesting, hey? So we see the whole Bitcoin market cap now at 835,524,172,442. We can see the price here. Let's just do a quick little refresh. 42,554. We almost had 555. We can see in the last 24 hours we had a high of 42,839. Obviously, just before we saw 42,900. So this will take a little while to update. 43,000 is in play. One thing I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to get bloody volatile, hectic. It's all good. Just follow your plan. Just chill, relax, enjoy it. It's going to be marvelous. Volatility is a good thing. Please, and I guess this is advice to myself, don't trade on leverage. Just stack and chill and stay away from the ETF. Last 7 days, 43,706, a low of 41,691. Sideways, basically. It's been going sideways, really, for quite a while now. I'll zoom out even to the last month here. It's pretty much still a sideways move. Once ETF gets approved, volatile, both the up and the downside. Be prepared for huge wicks, a lot of leverage being flushed out, especially if people are going a really long right before the ETF. they may get stomped out before we see higher prices. Now, Happy New Year, everyone. G'day, it's Retro Beaver, SF Hoddle. Hello from San Fran. Phil, Happy New Year, champ. Keep up the great news coming. Will do. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Obviously, humbling the like button. Brad Wheeler is saying, I'm not going to read it out. D-Jeds, absolute D-Jeds. Stacked some major sats over the holidays. Well done, Retro Beaver. If only I didn't have that boating accident. Jim, I am so sorry. It sinks. It's the worst thing. So definitely stay away from boats, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year into the forest. Hello from West Virginia. It is one of my happy places there, West Virginia. What a beautiful part of the world. Merry Christmas and New Year. G'day and all Andy Surfer. Buy Bitcoin, shut the fuck up and become fabulously wealthy. Obviously, British Hoddles 3 rules to Bitcoin. That really is that simple. Subscribe and hit the like. Thanks into the forest. How did Demon not commit perjury? What an insane man, hey, to be able to do and all that. G'day from Alberta, Canada. Happy New Year to you all. Hopefully the ski season there was real good, Lloyd. I've seen some amazing photos from Seb Bunny, the co-author of Beers for Bitcoin, and getting in some of the last skiing moments for the year. It just looks absolutely amazing. Would love to go. I would love to go to Canada, but I look forward to when we do go to Canada. So will clause be transparent? Absolutely not. Rules for thee, not for me, is how these globalists operate. Into the forest, enjoy being the taxi for your boy last night. There's probably quite a few people looking after their children this morning, nursing hangovers and cleaning up vomit on carpets. Shout out to all the parents there that are dealing with the joys of a youth. Is that Charles Hoskinson scammer? That's in regards to that video where there's Stacey, Max, and then it looked like Charles there as well. Yeah, definitely looks like it. Another one to stay away from. Caster Davidson. G'day, mate. Happy New Year, Sean. Happy New Year, you dingo. Fair alert. FA. Good to see you all. Ladies and gentlemen, what I just want to say, let's bring it back. This year, 2024, the year of Bitcoin, the ETF, it's going to be volatile. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to melt faces, both the up and the downside. $10,000, $20,000 daily candles. We are going to see. Is it going to happen straight away as soon as the ETF's approved? Maybe, maybe not. Don't try time the price of Bitcoin. Just stack and chill. That has been the best strategy over the long term. Even people, say DCA, people that bought at the top and then been DCAing in there, and we're still $27,000 cheaper, are in profit, yeah? So Bitcoin's a long game. Fiat is collapsing. They are going to start the money printer this year. So here's a couple of my predictions, yeah? ETF gets approved in the next couple of weeks, more than likely. 90% sure of that. I'm going with Bloomberg as well. 10% chance it gets delayed till March. If that happens, we'll probably see a big candle down. I would not be hoping on cheaper prices. I'd just be following whatever plan it is for you. I'm still stacking. I'm going to buy some today as well. It doesn't matter whether it's at 42, 44, 69,000, stack and chill. Anyway, ETF gets approved. With the presidential election, they are going to start up the money printer. That's going to bring in a whole lot more liquidity. When even Canada coming out talking about UBI and stuff, whether that happens or not, they are going to find ways to inject liquidity into the market, print more dollars. They are going to go into the world's hardest assets. We saw that during the 2020s. Absolutely wild. So get ready for that. And presidential election, and then the Fed are going to drop interest rates. Those catalysts alone are going to lead to some very amazing times, but be prepared, write out a plan, hodl, look after it properly, because you have the world's hardest asset. Make the most of it, but enjoy the year. Again, If we vibe, hit subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. 2024 is set to be absolutely glorious. Be blessed. Peace.